Oops. Hi everyone, I'm here with your 724 lesson. How is division like a ratio? Fraction division as ratios. In previous lessons, you made sense of fractions and fraction division using several strategies. In this lesson, you will extend your understanding of fraction division to ratios and rates. Then you will apply these strategies to solve real-world problems. 769 says, comparing the amount of paint needed to the portion of the fence painted in lesson 722 reminded Graham of ratios. Look, Graham said, we can write this division problem as a ratio comparing the amount of paint being used in gallons to the portion of the fence that is painted. Then we just need to find an equivalent ratio for the whole fence. Then he wrote the following equation on his paper. 3/4 of a gallon over 2/5 of the fence equals blank gallons over one whole fence. Work with your team to set up equivalent ratios for the following division problems. First, write an equivalent ratio equation, then estimate what each answer would be. Do not calculate the exact answer. So we're going to do the first one together. We have 1 serving of rice is 3/4 cup. How many servings would there be in 12 cups? So we know that 3/4 cup is 1 serving. We want to know how many servings 12 cups would be. Okay? Let's try the next one. B. How much will each person get if 6 people divided by 75 hundredths pound of gold equally between them? So we have 75 hundredths of a pound is divided by 6 people. We want to know how many pounds one person gets. Okay? So I've done the first two with you, and notice how we're not solving, we're just setting them up. So what you need to do is you need to try setting up your equivalent ratios for C, D, and E. Go ahead and pause the video and try that now. Okay, if you're back with me, then you have finished writing your equivalent ratios. Now you will go back and complete an estimation, but I'm going to double check and make sure that your ratios are correct. So for C, you should have 3/4 cup sugar is for 2/3 of the recipe. We want to know how many cups sugar is in one whole recipe. Okay. Flip it over for D. He has 2/5 ounces silver for one pendant. We want to know if we have 7/8 ounces silver we're going to have how many or how much of a pendant. Finally, E is talking about the deli. If we have 7/8 hundredths pound of salad in one tub, we want to know how many 4 368 thousandths pound salad is going to be how many tubs. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pause the video and you're going to go back and create the estimation here. So your estimation is you want to estimate what each answer would be. Do not calculate it. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, 770, you've done your estimations now, and everyone's estimations could be different, so let's take a look at 770. has written the following equivalent ratio for part C of problem 769. He remembers that he used the supergiant ones to find missing numbers for equivalent ratios, so he tries to use one here. He adds a supergiant 1 to his ratio as shown below. Matt's equivalent ratio, 3/4 cup of sugar over 2/3 of recipe times our giant 1 equals blank cups of sugar over 1 whole recipe. Now Matt needs help. Work with your team to help him figure out what number should go inside the supergiant 1. Then use the supergiant 1 to find the missing measures of sugar. Be prepared to explain your reasoning to the class. So, I'm going to recopy this down without the words. So we need to ask ourselves, what are we going to multiply here to make our denominator 1? Go ahead and try it. If you're back with me, you've tried to figure out what to multiply by to make our denominator 1. It's the reciprocal. So we're going to multiply by 3/2. So if I multiply by 3/2, I'm going to have 9/8 over 1, which simplifies to be 9/8, which means 1 1/8. So we know that he's going to need 1 1/8 cups of sugar for 1 whole recipe. Okay? 772 now. Find the following quotients using whatever strategy makes the most sense to you. So this is just some practice A, B, and C. I would like you to solve these division problems, and we will save them to go over in class. As always, if you have any questions, please email me. And when you're done, please make sure you upload a picture to the assignment on Google Classroom.